Hello and welcome back to my channel. Well, Avengers Endgame, the final official trailer is out. So I'm just going to do a recap on the trailer and my thoughts on the movie before it releases next month. So let's take a looky, shall we? First, what I'll do is I'll show the trailer and then I'll go over bits and my opinions and show my thoughts. Let's do this.
God, seems like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I saw all these people die. I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
I like this one.
So the beginning obviously goes over sort of old footage showing the original Iron Man and how he become who he is, and then it moves on to Captain America and Hawkeye. For some reason, showing his daughter. I guess they just remind you that he had a family in that clip, and they die. So he gets really angry, and then it goes on to Thor. So let's skip past all those bits, shall we? Because we sort of know this, obviously. Well, I called it before in a previous video, and as I said, Hawkeye will return as Ronin. So that's going to be interesting to see what they've done with him. I wonder if they'll give him his Ronin costume even. But, I mean, it does have the yellow and black, but he hasn't got the hood. But the next interesting thing I'd like to touch on, which a lot of people might have not noticed, is Vision. As you see, Vision doesn't fade away, so Vision's corpse still survives. So does Vision turn into this? White Vision. Yes, for a time Vision was white. I think this is to do with the West Coast Avengers. As it says on the side actually. So, will we see a white version of Vision? Because he didn't fade away, he's still got his body. Will they bring him back? They've obviously got Thingy with them now, as we show in a later clip. What's her name? Cyborg lady. Can't remember her name now. There we go. So she could simply bring him back. With all his powers, we're not sure. But he could make an interesting return as White Vision. So let's move on to the next. We've got Team Talk here. Ant-Man's obviously returned to everyone being dead. However he returns. Ronan. Run, Ronan. Rocket teaming up with War Machine. It's interesting. There she is. What's her name? And Black Widow training in a pistol, which is absolutely useless. Now, this is the interesting bit. The costumes. Now, what's interesting about the costumes clip is not just the colour, which is actually interesting. Somebody might look at it and think, yeah, it's just red and white. But they've got a costume over War Machine's suit. Now, War Machine can very likely survive in sort of most atmospheres, including space and underwater and wherever. So it's interesting they put a suit over his War Machine suit. So does this mean they're either going into space somewhere where his suit can't handle, because they would have upgraded his suit to go into space like Iron Man's, wouldn't they? You'd think so. Or are they going somewhere else? So this is it. This is my theory on the white and red suits. Now, in a deleted scene from Ant-Man and the Wasp, and he actually points it out in the Wasp movie briefly if you're quick to spot it, he shows you the white and red suits. And do you know what they're for? They're for this. Let's take a look at this deleted scene.
There's so much we didn't know about this place, Henry. Worlds upon worlds, entire civilizations.
Red and white suit. There it is.
Far more than we ever theorized. It's okay.
Passing through, we stake no claim. Go in peace. There.
So there it is. You see where I'm going with this now, right? Yeah? Come on, look at that. Suits, they almost match. And that clip is quite interesting because she talks of other worlds and there's obviously other intelligence. Is that their portal through to the other dimension? I'm going to go with that theory. And I've not seen anyone else spotted that or touched on that theory yet. But that's my way through what people obviously said the way through the quantum realm. But I think that nails it. I reckon this is where they're going. And what's interesting about it as well is that Thor and Rocket Raccoon are not in this group either. So let's move on. Oh, and the other interesting thing about this scene is the cast, the group. So we've obviously got Captain America in the suit, leading the way, leading the charge. It's interesting. Then we've got Cyborg Lady. I cannot remember her name for the life of me, and I can't even bother looking it up. Yeah, her. We've got Ant-Man. We've got Ronan, aka Hawkeye. And there's a closer up version of Hawkeye, and obviously War Machine. And in this clip, we seem to have Tony Stark, Robot Lady again, which is odd. Why is she now there? She was walking behind Captain America a moment ago. Black Widow, and then who's that at the back? Who is that standing there at the back? Very odd. You don't see his face either. Is that an Ant-Man again? So I think I've got because they do this in movies. If you watch the trailer for Civil War, if you watch the trailer for Civil War, in the Civil War trailer, you do not see Spider-Man in the lineup because they wanted to throw him as a surprise. So he's not in the lineup. But in the movie, you see him line up with the others and he runs into battle with the others. So they do tend to edit, chuck, and move things about. So I wonder if they've copy-pasted her, so there's two of her, and if that's possibly Ant-Man. So if someone else is replacing them, they've just copy-pasted them just to put someone there, rather than just leave it blank because it look odd. So is someone walking with them right now? Someone else that's going to show up in the movie? As I said earlier, could it be Vision's walking with them? Could it be, I've got a feeling there's going to be someone else there. Otherwise, this sort of walking scene doesn't make sense because you're going to see her twice. If that's Ant-Man, he's twice in it. And you see where I'm going with this? Maybe I'm just mental. Let's move on. And here we are. We end with this clip. Also, obviously, Miss Marvel's not in that walkthrough either, so she's possibly not going to that realm. So that's for her Rocket Raccoon, and possibly some of the other cast of Wakanda are not in that group. Yes, Miss Marvel, aka Warbird. Did you spot in the movie, if you've seen the movie, that the jacket they give her at the end is a jacket that someone else actually wears, aka Rogue. Rogue wears it because she actually gets it off when she drains her powers, gets it off Miss Marvel. But that's another story. So that's my roundup of it. So what I've said ages ago in my original analysis of after the Infinity Gauntlet movie is the big hitters are going to be Hulk, which is not shown in this, which I think they're holding back for a big surprise. Hulk is going to be a major role in it. Ronan's going to play a minor role, I think. And then we've got, obviously, I said she's going to come into it. And then I reckon also Adam Warlock is going to come into it. And I reckon he's going to be the extra villain that someone is hinted on. There's going to be another villain. I reckon it could possibly be him because he did start off as a villain. And I reckon Hulk is going to go toe-to-toe to him because Adam Warlock is pretty much quite the powerhouse, apparently. But that is my roundup. I hope you enjoyed that. Write down below your comments and your thoughts on what you think is going to be in the movie. And I guess now we just sit back and wait. Oh, you guys can go, by the way. You don't have to sit and wait with me. Oh, thanks for watching. Bye for now. So, what should I do? 26th of April. Oh, what's today's date? Oh, that's gonna wait. I'll get something to eat. Yeah. You haven't get something to eat while I wait.